Welcome back. I think that my network should be better now. So, like I was saying, a government institution like Kolebu, I am very sure, after listening to Abu, I am very convinced that he did not know that there is no system in place or mechanism in place to check or independently tell what the leakages are and how much money the hospital makes. You don't have a software to link every machine or whatever in the hospital to be able to tell you that today Kwame A Plus came to me. The machine should be able to give you that information when they are all networked. That Kwame A Plus came to me. I gave him, I did chest, I did head scan, and I did leg scan. And therefore, the chest costs 1 Ghana, the head costs 2 Ghana, and the leg costs 3 Ghana. Therefore, this is how much money this machine, CT scan, I have made for you today. You go to another place. The systems, the machines, the hospital, the equipment we should be able to link them to be able to tell us how much money is coming in. Because I tell you this, look, some of the best in the world, consultants, doctors, nurses, you find them in Kolebu. We don't even know what we have. We don't know. Look, what you hear about Kolebu is not a big issue that we can't solve. The Ghanaians are the best everywhere you go. In America, the best sickle cell doctor or whatever they call him, I don't know some of the people who deal with sickle cell, I don't know what they call them. It's a Ghanaian. Look, in Kolebu, anytime you hear people are fighting agitation union, the union in Kolebu is the best that you can have. If every government institution, if the union was like the union you have in Kolebu, I say this country will move forward. It's not about the union fighting with it. The only time you hear Kolebu union agitating is because something is not right. It's not about their pocket too. It's not about their pocket too. It's about the institution working. That is the only time you hear them. They don't ever go out there and fight over unnecessary things. And we have the 3rd biggest hospital in Africa, I hear, where government cannot tell independently how much money it is making. So if you give the hospital to me to collect money, I can come to you and say, take, this is how much I made, take. Then you take. Today I made 20,000 Ghana, take. You can't check if it is true or not. Nobody is saying somebody is stealing money. So the hospital gave banks the opportunity to come and install a very good end-to-end software where you can check and know everything that is going on and increase internal generated fund. The people who came, Unibank, they only came and the 2 times when they called for tender, they didn't go. I am sure Abu doesn't know about that. So he thinks that, they are just kicking them out. No, my brother, it's not like that. They were invited on 2 different occasions. They didn't show up. That they wrote to Kolebu and said that, nominate somebody and let's send the person abroad to go and look for the software and buy for you. At that time, one bank had presented a software and management saw that it was good. So it is not about somebody just getting up and personal reasons sacking somebody from anywhere. No, it is about putting in place a software that will run the hospital, that will check how many bags of sugar you have in the stores, how many paracetamol you have here, that will check how many how do you call it? How many beds are empty, so that you don't get people being returned and going to die. And as for me, for all those who come to me and say, Kwame, don't talk, that is not why we came to power. I beg you. That is not. We came to power to check the things that are not going well and to make it better. If MPP thinks that Kwame A Plus is telling us that at this place, this is what is going on and it's very wrong, so let's do it this way, where we have a solution. We are not only complaining, but we have a solution. And anybody thinks that because of that, let's sideline him, let's not talk to him again, I'll be very happy, because the discerning Ghanaians will know that even though me, I'm looking for money, every day you meet me at ministries, you meet me here, I'm roaming like a madman, I want money, but there are certain things that a life and death matter that will affect everybody. That one, we will have to make sure that we fight for it. And me, until government of Ghana, until Ministry of Finance, until Controller and Accountant General agrees for Kolebu to put in place a system that will independently tell Kolebu how much money they make, to increase the internal generated fund, to increase working conditions of the workers, to be able to put the hospital on the level, to check where there are beds, to prevent the hospital from returning people to go and die because they don't know where there are beds, to put a system in place that will tell you that when you bring Mr. A, there is no bed here, but there's one bed in that corner, go and put the person there. I will not stop talking. I will talk and talk and talk, and I will die, because people say it's dangerous, somebody can do something to you. I want to die seeing that Kolebu, I want to die seeing that Kolebu has been put in place to save you. One day, when you walk into Kolebu and the nurse sitting there clicks on the computer and immediately knows that there is a bed here, instead of putting you in a taxi, not even an ambulance, where you are roaming the whole of Kolebu looking for a bed to save your life, and that thing can stop. If one day you can be taken to Kolebu, you or your family or your friend or anybody, and the nurse can just click on a computer and say there's a bed here, they rush you there, they give you first aid, they put oxygen on you, and you survive. You remember Kwame A Plus. Maybe that day, somebody who is looking for some selfish interest would have killed me. But what are we in this life for? We are in this life not because of what anybody told us about the meaning of life, but because of what we want to make the life that we have. I will not stop. People will be disappointed that don't talk. We have to talk. I have done so many. I have left here and gone all the way to Fumsu to look for a woman and her children who wear one uniform to school, to sort them out, to set up a shop for them. I have done surgery for people. I went all the way to Mampong to find this woman who lost her family in a fire. I will always do things that will save people. I will not stop talking. It is a very simple matter. In fact, as human beings, today is Sunday. Me, my wife, now she has been pulling me to church. Today I'm going to church. I think that when you do something and you don't do it the right way, if you want people to listen to you, it is very, very important that you also come and say, okay, I've noticed this, and therefore I think that my approach was wrong. I said this on Joy FM. Immediately Black Rasta came and said, hey, plus, he said people shouldn't apologize. I never said that. Abu and Asensu don't understand it. Listen to Abu. I said, oh, he thought that, oh, this is it's a petition that they brought. But Abu, they didn't even bring the petition to the people they have a working relationship with. There is so much leakage. Government is losing money. It is not money that when the losing of money stops, it won't come into my pocket. I won't get. The CEO does not take salary. The CEO does not take allowance. The CEO does not take petrol. The CEO uses money to fix the oxygen in Kolebu because we want Nanado to use Kolebu as a campaign in 2020 and tell Ghanaians that look at Kolebu. Look at what we have done. That is why we came to power. If anybody wants to fight with me, I don't care. I will continue talking and talking and talking until me, I'm not a staff for Kolebu, but the CEO is my man. I've worked with Dr. Anya for 5 years and I know. And we campaigned. I was part of the campaign to bring the MPP to power. I can't sit down and hear things and say I'm not a member. When I was complaining about John Mahama, I was not part of any government institution. But I was complaining because I'm a Ghanaian, I'm a taxpayer. I will complain and complain and complain until I see that there has been some change that will change lives, that will save lives in Kolebu. The people in Kolebu are working so hard. That you are insulting me, I'm not a member of Kolebu management or whatever. I went and put street lights, solar street lights, because the whole of Kolebu does not have street light. Of course, they won't have, because the money that they are supposed to get, they are not getting. The system is such a way that the money does not come. As we speak today, Kolebu owes 60 million. National Health Insurance Authority owes Kolebu 20 million. When you take it out, it's left with 40 million. I told my people that let's put together, let's do fundraising, let's raise that money for Kolebu. It's an ambitious project, but we want to do it because this is where we save lives. You don't like me? I don't have a problem with that. I don't expect everybody to like me. I don't. But when we are talking about something, you may like the person or you may not like the person. The most important thing that we do is to listen to what the person is saying and make a decision. It is very, very important. Now that I've come to understand that Abu does not even understand the issue, I will go ahead, like I've said already, and say, I apologize for how I put this whole thing out. Yes, because listening to him, he does not even understand. People have lied to him. Look at what he said. If he was being honest on radio and giving me the impression, I have the impression that he was being honest, and that is all that they told him, then they have deceived him. The issue is that every Ghanaian watching me today, ask yourself, how can we have a government institution that can't tell how much money it makes? All that it does is to sit down and take money. It means that if you give me the collection contract, if I have a bank and you give me a collection contract to take money at Kolebu, that is my private hospital. I do it and I give you commission. I just give you commission. Take. This is how much we make. Take. We will not sit down and allow. Look, there are people who go to Kolebu. Me, I've taken a relative to Kolebu before. I've taken a friend long ago. You go there, they say there's no bed here, or they say there's one bed. Then you'll be in a taxi and you'll be roaming around, and they won't find bed. They say, okay, then you have to take him to another hospital. There is no bed. Who has not heard that Kolebu no bed issue? Who has not heard it before? And then on the way you die. People are dying of very small things that we can put in place to save lives. My people, man, today I'm not fighting with anybody. I think that the fight should be over. Anybody who is watching me, there is no need to fight. All of us are looking for the best for this. I will say again and again that after listening to Abu Jinapo on Friday, he does not understand. If he was being honest, if he doesn't know the issue, then he has been deceived, and that is what made him want us to continue doing the same thing that is killing people. So I will not stop talking. I will continue to talk and talk and talk until the day when an end-to-end hospital management software is put in place. That would tell where there is a bed for the children who are coming to be taken care of. To tell how many people are in the mortuary. To tell how much money Kolebu is making. To network every equipment in the hospital, so that independently we can verify Kolebu has the best staff. People sit home and they talk nonsense about Kolebu. Oh, Kolebu dear. Oh, it is not like that. The people are working hard, but this is the 21st century. Let the computer support the hard-working people at Kolebu. Let the computer support them. Let's put that system in place. We can't continue what we called for change for. We called for change. We want this country to change. When you start talking in Ghana, it's very interesting. Then because they know you are talking and they want to shut you down, then they bring all sorts of allegations. It won't stop me. I am here for Nanado. I am here for the NPP. I am a card-bearing member of the NPP. This issue won't change me to any party. I am still a member of the NPP. I will continue to be a member of the NPP. And I will continue talking. And all of you out there, every CEO has his person. Every CEO in this country All the CEOs that Nanado has appointed, every CEO has somebody. I would say I'm an errand boy for Dr. Anya. I'm proud. Dr. Anya is a big man. To even know him, to be sent me, do this for me here, take this to this place, it makes me proud. I want to serve so that I'll be served in the future. So I'll call myself an errand boy. I don't know what you want to call yourself, but every CEO has somebody he or she moves with, like the way I move with Dr. Anya. And all of you out there, help them, support them. Look at Kolebu. The union is not agitating again. The union is happy because they can see that this man has not come here to take our money to buy brand new cars. Because the man, Nyame Shirano Kakra, is fine. So all of you working with all these CEOs, if you believe in the MPP, if you want your agency where the government has put your person, if you want to use that place as a campaign tool for 2020, stand up, open your eyes, watch, talk, tell them this is right, this is not right, let's do it like this. Go everywhere. I didn't just get up and get angry. I've gone everywhere. Those of you who say you have this, you have this, I have gone, I have spoken with people, I have explained. Now I was frustrated. I will never sit here and say I'm very happy what I did. I didn't present it well. My presentation was very wrong. If I can criticize people for what they're doing wrong, I have to first criticize myself. My presentation was very wrong. Now it's time. We can't keep on fighting. This is an issue that has to be solved. Mr. Kwame, this is not a small issue. I know that you yourself, you don't know that we don't have an end-to-end system that will tell us exactly how many beds are empty, exactly how much money we are making. You don't even know that. And people like us, we won't sit down and watch. As for me, when they say I should choose the top 10 Ghanaians, I will add Kweku Baku. I grew up in love with that man. I don't worship people who are alive, because one day they can start misbehaving. So if Kweku Baku is my mentor, then he changed something, then I say I'm going to look for a new mentor. I don't worship people who are alive. I worship people who have finished living all their lives and they are dead. Then I can worship them and say, I want to be like this person. However, if I have to choose 10 people who have put this country on a certain level, who have stood for this country, who have fought for this country, I'll add Kweku Baku. And so, I don't beg. I think that he himself does not understand the situation. What everybody say. This one is saying this one is saying that. Everybody can insult me. I don't care. I will continue talking. His Excellency, Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I will continue talking. I know who you are. I know what you want. I will continue talking until you can raise your hand up on the campaign platform in 2020 and tell Ghanaians that, look at Kolebu. Until you can have the staff, the people are working hard. Until you can have the hard-working staff come up and say, when Nanado came, this hospital, it has become something else. I'm telling you, if you are sick, don't waste your time anywhere. All the things that you've been hearing that when you go to Kolebu, you're going to die is a lie. If you are sick and you want better healthcare, go to Kolebu. And if we can improve it, if we can make it better, people will not live here and go to hospital in South Africa. South African doctors are not better than Ghanaian doctors. We are better than them. And so we will create what we call medical tourism, because the people in Nigeria will come here. The people in all these West African countries will come here. Even all over Africa, they will come here, they will bring their dollar, and then we will make money. Instead of us changing our dollar and going to find hospital somewhere. Our cardio unit in Kolebu is one of the best in the world. It's one of the best. My people, don't just listen and start drawing conclusions. As for me, I'm very happy that there is social media. So you will talk everything that you talk. But I'll come back on my social media and I'll tell you the fact. Everybody who believes in the MPP, who wants a second term for the MPP, my people, open your eyes. I don't know how many CEOs don't take salary. I don't know how many CEOs didn't accept the car that they were given. I don't know how many CEOs don't take petrol. I don't know how many CEOs put their hands in their pocket, take their money, and say, let's fix the oxygen so that people in Kolebu, so patients don't die. I'll use my own money to fix it for government. I'm not waiting for anybody. Not for any interest, but I will do it. I don't know how many CEOs that do that. So if I'm working with a CEO who wants to do that, who is doing that, I will continue working with him. I will continue talking. I will talk and talk and talk and talk until one day Kolebu can get up and say, today we made 10 Ghana and we are very sure. Today we made 20 Ghana and we are very sure. I don't care who does it, but there should be a whole new tender process. All the banks who want to take money should come and tender. Bring your system. Bring your software. Let us see. Let the management see it. The IT guys there, they are brutal people. They will go through it. They will see. They will know that now that we have this software, we can link every equipment here. Now we can sit here and by the click of a button, we will know exactly what is going on. We will make how many money we have made. We will know how much money we have made until all the banks come back, tender, and somebody wins that contract. I will not sit down. I will not stop talking. I will not allow people to just take money and give what they want to government and say that is what we made. I will not stop talking. If you want me to stop talking, let's all come together and make sure that our public institutions work. I will not stop talking. I will talk. If MPP wants to have peace and run their government, let's solve this. This is what I have seen. You to where you are, what you have seen, don't do it like the way I did it. Me, I got angry, then I came on Facebook and I was talking. I got angry. Don't do it like that. Start from where I started from. Push and push and push. Because me, I started by going to people, telling them, look, this is this. We have to do this. I was tired, then I got angry. Now they have learned a lesson. When you start talking to them, they will start acting on it. They won't wait for you to get angry before. We are not fighting. It is for the best for this party. It is for the best for 2020. It is for the best for the government. Please, we are looking for money to do free SHS. We can't allow leakage in the system. We cannot allow leakage in the system. We are looking for money to educate kids. We cannot just sit down and watch leakages in the system and say we are fine, let it go. No, this is the whole issue that we are fighting over. I'm not fighting over any contract like somebody will tell you. I don't have a bank. Government in 2008 issued a directive that all state-owned enterprises will have a bank that will do their collection. Do I have a bank? I don't have a bank. I'm fighting so that better measures will be put in place to make the system better. My brothers, they didn't understand this whole thing. If they knew, they would be the first to say, no, we can't do that. How come we don't know how much we are making? How come we don't have a software that checks if there is a bed or there's no bed and people are returned and they go and die? I know they would have done that. They didn't understand it. Let's start a process of making this better. All these issues, people are still dying. People are still being returned to go home and die. Let's start making it better now. There is no need to fight. There is no need when people are dying. We want to save lives. So people die before we save life. No, let's stop this whole who said, who didn't say, who this. Let's save Ghanaians. Let's save lives. Now, let's start saving lives. Let's start working for the people who voted for us. Abu, Asensu, you did not understand the issues per what Abu said on radio. I know that if you know that there is a government agency that can't independently tell how much money it makes, you wouldn't have supported this. Like I've said, I apologize for how I put it. If Abu genuinely, honestly did not know, if he honestly says that does not know what I'm saying, I have to apologize to him. But I won't stop talking until it is made better. Thank you. I'm going to church.